LinkedIn is one of the most important tools to help you get job interview leads. I myself have made the most use of LinkedIn only very recently, and in this video, I'm eager to share my learnings with you. Hi everyone, welcome to Insider Gyaan. My name is Soumi and I'm an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad grad. I have been in management consulting for quite a few years now, and on this channel, I share my college and job experiences. Plus, I bring my friends to share their experiences as well, so that it can help you make better career and job related decisions. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know what to do. Please subscribe to the channel. Firstly, if any of you don't know what LinkedIn is, it's a professional social media platform, and you will find a lot of startup co-founders, company CEOs, company recruiters, HR people on this platform, which is why it makes it such an attractive place to look for job interviews and job interview leads. Let me get straight to the point. So if you have to use LinkedIn for job interview leads, there are really two ways. One is inbound and the other is outbound. What do I mean by inbound? Inbound means when you have a good profile and there are other people who are searching for people like you, they land on your profile and they themselves get in touch with you. Of course, there's going to be an interview process after that. And in the outbound method is where you are actually trying to find people who may have interesting roles to offer you. You search for those people, you get in touch with them, and that's how you get an interview lead. So what do you need to do for inbound offers? Firstly, and this is so important, you need to optimize your profile. Number one is have a good display picture, because that is going to create the first impression. Have something sort of formal but also not very serious, and it needs to be of good quality as well so that you don't appear blurred. Secondly, put a good headline. You will see तुम्हारे profile picture के नीचे there's a headline area which is sort of auto-populated by LinkedIn a lot of times, but I think you should always update it and customize it based on what you want to tell people about you. It's like a one-line sales pitch about you. You can highlight your current role or something that you have done in the past. You can also highlight some interesting things that you do on the side, or your college if it's a really good brand name that you come from. Whenever people are searching for someone like you, in the search result, what is going to come up is your display profile pic and then your title. And then a few lines about you. Update the about you section as well. Treat it as a summary. A lot of people might not browse down to see exactly what you have done. They might just read your about me and make a mental image of you. Needless to say, fill in all the other sections of your profile as well, with your job experiences, with the skill sets that you have, any kind of internships that you have done in the past, any kind of leadership activities you have taken up in the past, certification courses, everything. Basically treat it as a digital portfolio. And another thing which is very important to note here is whenever you're filling these things, put in the keywords that you think you should appear in the search results for. For example, if someone is looking for a Java developer for their company, in the search bar, they are going to look for Java developer. So if they find your profile with Java developer written in the title itself, then of course they are going to click on you and they're going to read up more about you. The next thing that you need to optimize about your profile is your settings. So if you are openly and actively looking for work, then within the job settings, there's an option for you to update it to open to work. This thing is visible only to the recruiters. Your current bosses or your colleagues might not be able to see it, which is great because the recruiters, when they search for people like you, you will appear as open to work and they'll just reach out to you. The last thing to note about your profile is if you have some good subject matter expertise or some good knowledge or point of views about things, which are of course professionally relevant, then keep posting them on your profile, because that sort of over time is going to build a history and it will help the recruiters or your future bosses know you a little bit more. If they like you, guess what? They are going to offer you a job interview. Next, let's move on to the outbound method. The first point in outbound is you can actually look up all the open roles that are there by company. If you go to the jobs tab on your LinkedIn profile, it'll give you an option to search for roles with what kind of experience, in what location. It'll give you a list of all the company listings, company openings that have come up in the past, whatever, 2 to 3 months. Then it's just like a normal job portal. You can click on those roles, learn more about the job description, and apply either via LinkedIn or on the company webpage, whatever settings they may have. The next way is for you to actually search for people who might have suitable roles for you. I think where you should start with is with your own current network. For example, if you search for Google on the search bar, if you search for people, every search result is going to come up with a first, second, third written against it, which means if it's a first, you are already connected to that person. He's already in your friend circle. If it's second, it's a connection of your connection. If it's a third, it means you don't have any current connect with them. But first start with your first level connections. See who in your circle is working in those companies currently, get in touch with them, try to understand what the referral process is or what the hiring process is, and if they know of any suitable role for you in their company. Next, if you have to find out recruiters or founders of companies, then again you can go on the search bar and look for instance, Facebook recruiter, and it will give you a list of Facebook recruiters in your location. Then you need to go into each of those pages and see what kind of recruiting those recruiters are doing. Some may be focusing on business roles, some may be focusing on technology roles. So based on whatever your preferences are, you are going to reach out to them. How do you reach out to them? Well, firstly, you can of course send an in-mail to them, which is like an email or a DM kind of a thing via LinkedIn. But if you don't have a premium account, there's a limit to the number of in-mails that you can send. So instead, what you can do is you can send them a connection request, and as soon as you send them a connection request, there's an option for you to add a note. Firstly though, if you don't add a note, then no one is going to accept your friend request. When you're writing a note, in a very short manner, tell him or her a little bit about yourself and that you're looking for a job in that company and you can help in ABC ways. A lot of times you may not get a reply, but guess what? A lot of times you will also end up getting a reply. And when that happens, you take it forward, talk to that person, and that is how you get yourself a job interview lead. One thing I want to call out over here is that you need to be very genuine in the way you write your note, because that is going to eventually decide whether you get a reply from that person or not. A few additional points about LinkedIn that you should also know. One is you can always get a premium profile. For me, what works out is whenever I'm actively job hunting, for that period of 3 to 4 months, I go for a premium profile that gives me a lot of in-mails to reach out to people via cold in-mails. Secondly, whenever I'm applying for a role through LinkedIn, through their job listings, it gives me a little more visibility compared to the other people who are not premium members of LinkedIn. And thirdly, LinkedIn sends you a lot of good insights or data if you are a premium profile as well. Then there's also a list of learnings or like e-tutorials which you can access only if you're a premium profile. And the last thing I wanted to mention was you can also join a lot of relevant groups to get job interview leads from there. For example, if you have joined an Indian startup kind of a group, what will happen is there's a lot of people who are currently working in Indian startups over there, and they keep posting about open roles in their company in that group. So if you are a part of that group as well, you get to know about those faster than the others, and then you can quickly get in touch with them and apply for the role. Similarly, you can join your college groups as well. A lot of your seniors or your peers might be posting job listings which are relevant for you. And that's it. Simple, right? Well, not so much. But that's all that I had to cover in today's video. If you have any additional tips regarding LinkedIn and job interviews, please let me know in the comments as well. I would love to know, and I would love for all the viewers of this video to know it as well. If you have any other questions, leave me a comment. And if you like this video, give it a like. And please share this video as well as other videos on Insider Gyaan with your friends. I'm actively trying to grow this community and I would love for you guys to be a part of it. With that, I'm going to see you next week with another video. Till then, bye.